I'll jump in and share my screen. Everybody can see it all right there. See the screen pretty well? Yeah? Good. It fits in
Good.
everybody's fits on your screen okay. It's not too big.
Nope.
All right, good. Cool. Awesome. So thank you very much for being here. There's a lot of good stuff to cover, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. As you can tell, I'm passionate about all this. I've been in the technology world for a million years, but I've helped a lot of. I care more about people than I care about anything else. I grew up. Both my parents were human resources their whole careers, and I grew up in a very people-oriented place. So I care about how technology impacts people, and that's what we're going to focus in on today. The AI shortcut, one technique that's going to change how you work forever. This is just one tool, one strategy we're going to get into. My advanced button works here. Quick question, if you could say yes in the chat or just raise your hand if you spend any time in front of the computer working on your business. As my hand goes up there. Trying to lower my hand. Awesome. Awesome. That's what I expected. Let me, I can't easily lower my hand here. So let's keep going.
Send a reaction.
Yeah, thank you. When you're thank you, thank you. It's buried when you're presenting. Let
I believe that.
me go over here. Participants. Even though I hit participants, it still doesn't let me change it. All right, we'll just keep going. It's okay. It's not distracting, right? For anybody, you can see it.
Nope.
Erica's hand's still up too. All right, we'll just keep going. Awesome. So we're all obviously that was a rhetorical question. We're all obviously in front of our computers a lot. We're going to ask about it. So here's the deal. The hard truth is you're not using AI enough. That goes for me too. I'm using it all day, but you can use it more and you can use it better. Why is the big opportunity? As I just mentioned, for those of you who are here 5 minutes ago, before we started this in the big group, the big opportunity is AI with this technology. It's here to help us. It's here to serve us, but it's not about us versus AI. It's about us together with AI becoming superhuman. And you really, whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is for this next 12 months between now and New Year's, you can make it twice as big, three times as big. And I challenge you to do that. And then I challenge you to challenge AI to help you get there. And that's what we're going to be hitting on today for part of this. And if you have questions as we go, I'm going to have a little bit of time for questions at the end. But if you have something that's burning and you just got to like, hey, Matt, stop. I got a question. Just shout it out and we'll go. Because I'm all about being interactive. I'm not about training and presenting just to present and train. I'm all about transforming and interacting with people. And that's what we do. Everything that I do with people, it's very interactive and it's very hands-on. We're going to do hands-on in a second here together. So get ready. We're going to start with Mentimeter. Anybody use Mentimeter before? All right, Erica has. Cool. Yeah,
Love, love, love.
very, very cool. Great tool. If you present at all to audiences or to groups on Zoom or in person, it's absolutely fantastic to use. I've used it in a whole bunch of different settings. I've been using it for probably over a decade now. It's wonderful. So we'll give you a chance to see how it works. This is how it works, and let's show you what's going on here. So Mentimeter is just a way, it's anonymous. So anybody that puts information in, we're not going to know who said it. Um, and that way you can just be 100% honest with it. Like if you're getting feedback from a group and people want to share something that might be controversial, they can do it freely in this interface. So you can go onto any phone, any tablet, anything, anywhere, and just go to menti.com, menti.com. It's at the top of the screen here. I know the screen might be a little big depending on it makes it bigger sometimes. And then just type that code in at the top of the screen, 66292558. We're just going to do this for a couple minutes. And the first question is, we have three of these questions. First one is, how many hours per week are you in front of a computer for your business? And for those of you who might want to use Mentimeter for yourself, there is a free plan available. You can do a paid plan. It's like $120 a year, I think, maybe, if you want to use a lot of stuff. But you can get a lot of value from it just on their free plan. So it's mentimeter.com. Even though we're going to menti.com, if you're going to go get your own plan, do your own stuff, highly encourage you. That's just sort of a tip for anybody who's speaker, presenter, anything that you do in front of live groups. As Erica shared, it has a lot of good stuff in there. So I see four of you, the bottom right here as a tip, if you do use Mentimeter, four people have signed in on this particular Mentimeter and four people actually responded. So we're going to keep going. When you go forward in Mentimeter, it moves everybody forward with you, just so you know. So if someone joins late, they're going to miss this slide and go. So here we have three people that said 31 to 50 hours. That's pretty much probably most of their week. And one person said 6 to 15 hours, which is awesome. Oh, another person popped in for that one. Very, very cool. So that's good stuff. That helps me, again, gauge where you all are at because I want to meet you where you're at and help move you forward faster. Right. That's why. Plus, we all get to see where everybody else is at. That's one of the reasons why we do this. It's a quick real-time audience poll. So next question. This is going to build a word cloud. When you think of AI, what word comes to mind? You guys we've been talking about AI all day today, right? But AI has been out there in the public for the last few years now. Just curious, when you think of the word AI, when you think of AI, what comes to mind for you? It's going to build a word cloud so that if multiple people say the same word, it's going to move it toward the center of this word cloud and it's going to make it bigger. If people say lots of different words, it'll spread them out. So you see multiple people said the word tool, so it puts it in the middle and makes it bigger. That's how the word cloud works. That's cool. Egoless, yep. Personal assistant, creativity, chatty Cathy, yeah. Or chatty Cathy, depending on how you do it. Assistant, enhancing, agent. Agents are really cool. There's lots of good stuff. Again, I have a technology background. What I love about this is you don't need to have any technology background. We're all equal when it comes to AI, which is super amazing. If you hear what I'm saying right now with the English language, you can communicate with the English language and you can do all sorts of cool tech stuff. That was not possible. That's why AI is so hot right now, because it's the first time ever in history that the power of technology was made available just through the English language. So that's a big, big deal. All you have to be able to do is just speak and or type, and you can get done what you want to get done. You don't have to have any tech background. So this is good stuff. This is good stuff. So ability. There's a lot of ability with AI. Last question before we jump into some exercise together. What excites you most about AI for your business? All right, we'll do a lot more faster growth, assistant, elevation, scalability. These are great. So hopefully you're all learning from everybody else, right? Everyone's contributing. You can put one or two or up to three words in here, and they all go into the word cloud. This is for me, so I can better understand you, but it's also for you to understand where everybody is. And a lot of times in these cases, you can get inspiration from other people, right? Because you all have different perspectives. What's great about AI is it meets you where you're at, and everything we do, including this presentation, has been hyper customized just for this audience. All right, this is great. So you can see we had 7 people and all 7 responded. So let's jump out of here. We're going to dive in now and help you become superhuman with AI, it's supposed to say. Somehow I lost the I on there. Superhuman with A. All right. Let's keep rolling here. So here's what most people get wrong about AI, that they think they have to be tech savvy. They think there's any type of prerequisite for it. AI is the great equalizer. So what's beautiful about this to me is no matter what your background is, no matter what country you came from, no matter what your education level is, no matter what your gender is, no matter what your preferences are, anything like that, everybody's equal. The currency of success with AI is your time. We all have time. So the way you invest your time and how you invest your time, and when you work with me or Erica and different people like that who have experience with this, then you can go faster through the path of the learning curve. But AI is here, it's a skill. The way you win is by putting your time in and practicing and playing with it and getting better over time. There's no one right way to do it. You have your own personal journey that you're taking, and AI is there to take it with you. But there's ways to do it faster, better than just trying to run around yourself. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about one technique, which is what we promised. Turn your expertise into a content empire in minutes. How many of you out there have used NotebookLM? Okay, not yet. So this is starting to become more popular, but it's a hidden tool. It's been a hidden tool for the last, I want to say, 2 years. So NotebookLM is a product by Google. It's a brilliant product. It's very easy to use. It's free to use. So this is going to we're just going to touch the tip of the iceberg for this, but I want you to, as you see this and as you do it yourself right now, real time with me, I want you to explore what's possible. I'm not really doing the timer on here, but I think we started a couple minutes late. Oh, there's a timer at the bottom.
Yep, you got 20 minutes left. A
Remaining
couple
20 minutes.
seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing well then. That's great. We have time. I'm trying to get to this part. All right, cool. So what's cool about NotebookLM is you all have content, right? You all have businesses, you all have things that you're producing, right? Like just like what are people I guess could ask this question with the Mentimeter too. What do you all do? Are you authors, speakers, different type of solopreneurs? Anyone just want to speak up and just share sort of what you do for business? Casper?
Author, podcaster, speaker.
Awesome.
Brand strategist.
Very cool. So that's for other people's brands, right? So you're constantly working with other companies? Very
Right.
cool. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Mary. Thank you, Casper. Kara, how about you?
Professional organizer and content creator.
Wow. Okay. This is right up your alley then. This is going to be cool. And Eric, I know you do a lot of stuff.
I do. Thank you. Yeah, my North Star, though, what I always tell people, whatever I do, whatever lane that I'm slicing and dicing in, it's always centered around people. So all the systems, understanding how this sausage is made, like you said, working with the tech guys, the policy and the guardrails, even regulatory readiness, understanding how those things are injected and created in the background. So humans are really where we start. And where I'll leave you with as you get back to your presentation is always asking whatever systems you are working in, is the product innovation, is policy being built alongside it, or is the AI governance being built alongside it, and making sure it's not the afterthought. And that's just where we get into trouble.
100%. That's a very important topic, Eric. We're not going to get into that today, but yes, like the governance and guardrails and all that stuff, really important because every company is different that you're working with, whether it's a solopreneur or a small, mid-sized company. It's important that they understand how they want to use AI, what are their policies and things. So, yeah, it's important stuff. So let's talk about this. So let me jump in here. So what is NotebookLM? It's something you can upload anything into, pretty much any type of content, any material that you have. It could be your YouTube video links. It could be a PDF. Like if for those of you who have written books, you can upload your book as a PDF, a Google Doc, Google Slides. Think of any content that you have. And Mary, as you're working with different brands, you would create different notebooks for different brands and you would focus it on their material. Website URLs, you'd put their URL in there for whatever the your client is. You can put text in there. So there's a lot. It's the reason you're putting it into a notebook is because what this does differently, and you go to this .com is not supposed to be here, by the way. I try to take all those out. You can go to .com, but it's not necessary. You just go to notebooklm.google. So you can all go open up a tab right now. I'm going to open up a tab and go to there in a second. But you can go to notebooklm.google and I'll show you that. What's different about this, which is really important, it can do so much. We're going to show a little bit of what it can do for you. It creates summaries for you, helps you create content, helps you interact with your content, like you have your own private, like ChatGPT or your own little private chat with your content. Very, very cool. So we're going to get in and play with it. What I want to tell you, though, it's really important. The reason why this is a popular tool, no one knows about it because Google doesn't really market it that well. This is a Google tool. This is one of their things they do. Big, big company, right? They do a lot of stuff. It's super smart. It does a lot for you. But what's different about this than everything else that's out there, ChatGPT and Claude and all these things, even Gemini, which is Google's product, is that this only focuses, when you go to ChatGPT or any other AI, it's going across the whole internet. It's going across all the content that's out there, everything it's been trained on, every book that's been ever written, every website that's out there, like everything. So it's very wide, right? What NotebookLM does is it says, hey, help me focus on just what you want to focus on. Like just like if Mary's working with a client, let me just load this client's documents and materials into this notebook. And then let's just do stuff with that content. We can go out to the internet and find related content. We can put that in the notebook too if you want. But it allows you to have a very focused, laser-like ability to work with AI around just that content. It's not going wide and finding all this other stuff by other people. It's centering it just on the material you want to. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to show you notebooklm.google, and then we're going to create a new notebook, and we're going to upload something into it and show you how it works. So if you see here, let me go back to the other screen. If you go to notebooklm.google, everyone open up a tab, check this out already. And you can see here on their splash page, it says understand anything, which is cool. This is not, we're talking about business right here and creating assets for business for content creation. But this is also fantastic. We have some of our kids are in school right now. This is a super learning powerful tool that's in front of you. If you want to learn something, this is a great way to do it, and you'll see why in a second. So you go to notebooklm.google, click try notebooklm, sign in with a Gmail address or whatever you got. It's free. Okay? Once you go in here, let me show you. You just go to create new notebook. Okay, you click on create new notebook, and then it's going to go in here. And I created one that I'm going to jump to in a second just to keep the time going fast here. Here, what I did in advance, I didn't share this with Dr. B, but I just put his website in here, which was becoming, is it still in my, oh, it's still there. Cool. Still in my paste. So again, that's the absolute bare minimum information, right? I'm not even putting anything in Notebook except for the website for this event. Okay, so I just said go. All right. Now what it's doing, it's only using, so on the left side, the Notebook LM is broken up into three pieces. You see the left side, I call that the knowledge bucket. They call it sources. Okay, that's where you put your specific material in, PDFs, website video, YouTube videos, whatever you got. Your content that you want to focus on for your notebook, just like if you were in school and you're going to, statistics class or something, or math class or science, you just put the science materials into that notebook. Here, you just put what you want in that notebook. All I put in was Brian's website for this particular event. That's it, no other content. It automatically, in the middle section, this is your little chat interaction. If I want to interact with his web page and the information that's on that web page, it's going to interact with it here. Automatically puts a summary here. This is what the event's about, or everything that's in the knowledge bucket, it takes all that and creates a summary for you and puts it in front of you. It provides a couple sample questions you might want to ask here, but then you can just type. You can just say, why would I want to go to this event? So hopefully everyone's following along and you've opened up a tab on your own. You went to Notebook LM, because the purpose of this is for you to experiment with it and do it yourself, because there's going to be a lot more you're going to want to do after we're done. So I just said, why would I want to go to this event? So now it's using the power of AI, which is the LLM power and stuff, but it's going through and it's looking at this particular, it's just a website in this case, and it's going to say, okay, you would want to attend this event because here are the main reasons. Bam, bam, bam. Whole lot of cool stuff. So you can interact here with the material. And this is great. Like if there's a conference like South by Southwest, I think is a great conference. There's a lot of material there. There's always a lot of speakers that I want to see. I've only been down there once. So whenever South by Southwest happens, and it's for other events too, I go onto YouTube and I go to the South by Southwest channel and I go grab like the 20 to 30 presentations that each can be an hour long. I put them all into a notebook. And then I say, all right, teach me. What did I miss? I wasn't there. It's 20, 30 hours of YouTube material. That's amazing. Instead of me taking 30 hours to go through it myself, I put it all in here and I can interact with it. I can play with it. I can see what are the takeaways. How does it apply to my business? Why would I care about this 30 hours of material, right? So it's a great way to dig in, super learn, process information very quickly. I have a friend who normally reads these strong, like long research reports, and he puts them all in a notebook LM now. These like boring white papers I think are boring, but they cover a lot of material. Instead of him reading 1,000 pages of material, he puts it in here now. So that's all really cool, amazing. But here's the magic. The right side is where you can create assets. Okay, so what you can do now is you can create an audio overview. You just click on that. These edit buttons are great if you want to like customize it, and you can get into that on your own. But if you just want to create an audio overview, wow, I'd love to get an audio overview of what Brian's doing with this event. Okay, click audio, and it starts generating. It takes a few minutes. Let me jump over and just show you what I did. So I went over here. I clicked audio overview. I clicked video. Give me an explainer video about this material. Pretty cool. Imagine you can put anything you want in the knowledge bucket, and it automatically takes all this together. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Infographic is absolutely amazing. Click infographic, flashcards, mind map, reports, slide deck, data tables, all this stuff it will do for you with the power of AI, and it's really mind-blowing. Let's look at this. I didn't even look at this yet, but this is the infographic that I generated. Some of these take 2, 3, 4 minutes to create, so I did this in advance. That's why I'm jumping here in the interest of time. Here's the infographic that it created. So check this out, Brian. You can use this for your next event. Dr. B.
I think I will. This is awesome.
Look at that. Bam. So again, all this was not available about 2 months ago because Google bumped up their ability to put words on the page and not misspell everything and do all that. This infographic thing is absolutely like rock star material that you can use for content generation. Imagine all the infographics that you can put for what matters to you and your material. You can put your book in there if you've written a book or your presentation, and then it will create multiple infographics for you. Totally amazing. So that's one example, infographics. The audio, I think I'm sharing audio, but if not and you can't hear it, just let me know. Let me just.
Hello and welcome back to the Deep
You
Dive.
hear that?
It is today is Saturday, February 21st, 2026. And I want to start today by asking you a slightly uncomfortable question.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How are those New Year's resolutions holding up? Because if you're anything like the statistical average, we are officially in the danger zone.
The danger zone. I like that. It sounds dramatic, but I mean, the data actually backs you up there.
So you hear that? So it's a female and male voice, like you're listening to a private podcast that was designed just for you, just for your material. And what's amazing about this is there's a lot of people who are taking these audio overviews and they're posting them online. They're posting them even internally at these major companies. They're saying, wow, where'd you get that great material about this presentation that so-and-so did last week? It's like now into this great audio material. It sounds like it's a custom podcast. These are custom podcasts that are written just for your material, which is amazing. So that's audio overview. It's a great way to listen and learn while you're on the road. Again, whether you're learning or whether you're repurposing content for yourself or for clients, super powerful. If you click on this, it shows you, it creates a whole slide deck. Again, this is all just on Dr. B's website. I didn't even put any content in here. I just put a website link. So it had very, very little to go on. You can imagine what it can do if you put a whole bunch of stuff in here. It brings it all together. So there's a whole slide deck here that Brian can use for, Dr. B can use for his next program.
Yeah, I'm glad you can share it. That's cool.
Very cool, right?
Yeah.
So this is powerful stuff. Again, it wasn't this good 2 months ago, and that's why I'm excited to share this with you today. It got a lot better. AI keeps getting better. There's even explainer videos that are out there, and these things are fun to go through as well.
You know, it's that time of year again. We're all thinking about big goals, a first.
So you can just see it creates a video. I put it on pause, but it creates a video that goes through this. The explainer videos are pretty good. If you let me show you with this. I go back here. I have to X out of it here. Whoa. Okay, there we go. So the explainer videos are one of the ones that when you do videos, it's good to give it some direction and so forth. So that was very, very quick. I wanted to go through that for you so you all could start playing with it, start generating content. It's a very powerful tool. Any questions on that?
Loving it.
All right, cool, man. Awesome.
I just dropped my URL in, and it described my business better than I did.
All right, Carol. I know. So here's what you do. Put more time in after we're done today. Go put some time in and play with it with your material and see what it can generate for you. And click a bunch of these pencils and when you click the pencil it says you get to like dial in exactly what you want. Can you make the audio about just this aspect of my stuff, blah blah blah, whatever you want to say. Play with it, have fun with it. Again, that's going to be the currency of your success here. Let's go. We did this. Let me go through. So what you just experienced is there's so much powerful in here to take your expertise, to take your content, to take what matters to you if you're learning something and just use it to go faster out there. I mean, this is a way to generate content. My marketing team that I work with is I train them all on this. And I say, okay, I want you to go better, faster across everything you're doing by using NotebookLM. And they're creating a lot of great materials. And you'll start to recognize things when you see it online. But this is pretty leading edge. So most people in your industry are not using this yet as a tool to create material. So by you starting to use this, you're going to be in the front. People are going to say, whoa, how did they put together that infographic? That thing looks sharp, right? And then bam, you can start getting it out there. It really levels up the quality of your professional image that you're putting out there in your content. So there's a lot more that's possible beyond NotebookLM. That was just today's focus. There's a lot more that we can do together, and that's why I set up a 1 hour just within the community that's going to be going on Monday at 5 p.m. We're going to talk about using AI as your personal business strategist, how you can do even more professional presentations, automating workflows, doing some cool stuff with email. A lot more that we're going to dive into. Today was just one of them. And business owners right now are saving 5 to 10 hours a week. So we're going to go deeper on Monday. I'm calling it the AI Power Hour. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern time on Monday. It's in the community. So you want to be part of the community, whether you're the free member or paid member, you'll get access to this presentation and or you'll be able to see it live. If you're a paid member, you can get a copy of it later. And we're going to go through a lot more steps on AI and how it even affects your routine, which is very, very important. And going through this, do you want to share something, Dr. B?
No, I was just going to say, you might want to see if anybody has any questions. You have about three minutes left, 3.5 minutes left. So this is so good. Oh my gosh,
Cool.
so good.
Cool. So beyond that, to throw more out, after Monday, on Wednesday next week, we're actually starting our next program. We call it the AI Accelerator, and we're starting on Wednesday. So for those of you who want to be part of that one, that's a paid program that we do, but for community members, we're offering, and just by being associated with this event, Dr. B, we have a special discount that we have available. So it's 10% off the program. It's normally a $2,000 program. You get $200 off. It's 4 weeks in a row, 2 hours a week, live interactive training. It's all workshop. It's very hands-on. We do a pre-assessment of you before you start. You get into it. You're meeting other people in the program across multiple industries. It's a lot of fun, and we're just all in. Even though it's only 2 hours a week, there's a lot of interaction that we can have outside that 2 hours. So a lot of fun. We have fun with it every time we do it. And again, you'll get full access to the recordings and lifetime access for going through that. If you want to do that one, just remember the promotion code is BECOMING. And we can share this link with you later. If you go to my main website, leadingaiagility.com, you don't need the extra. You can find the extra when you get there. But leadingaiagility.com, and then just hit promotion code BECOMING at checkout. You'll get $200 off the AI Accelerator program. So again, on Monday, we're going to go deeper with 5 more tools. And then on Wednesday, we kick off the next 4-week cohort to go through AI Accelerator. So with all that said, any questions? Any more questions that anybody has? We have a minute and a half. All right. Oh, Mary.
I don't see the Monday session in the community. Will it be posted later?
Yes, I put this for Dr. B's purpose. I shared it with your assistant, Dr. B, so that CAMS has all the information. I submitted the event request.
Okay.
So yeah, if you
Yeah.
just mark your calendar, Mary, as a placeholder, Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern, it's 1 hour. And I submitted the details for it. Dr. B's team is going to make it official probably tonight, I'm guessing, or soon.
Yeah, we'll get it in tonight. So it'll
Great,
be there. So
thanks.
you'll see it, be able to connect and click on it. Absolutely.
Yep, great question though, Mary. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going for an hour. Yes.
Thanks for taking us through this this particular app, Matt. This is very helpful. I'm excited to play with it.
All right. Thank you so much, Casper. I appreciate all your interaction and for being on this. You'll get a lot out of this. If you get into it, send me a note or an email or something. Just let me know what you think about it because it's a lot of fun. Most people don't know about
Yeah,
Well, it
I'm hoping
wasn't
to be
like you
on
said, it
your.
wasn't this good last year. So
it. No, it wasn't.
Right.
It
I
wasn't as
remember
good.
playing with it and going, I'm okay. Yeah. But what you showed today this is super exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's leveled up a lot.
Sure.
Leveled up a lot. All right, looks like we're out of time, so we covered everything. I have my contact information at the end here too, so we can we'll share that with everybody. We'll share the I know Brian, Dr. B, you're going to have this available for everybody. So
Yes, I will. Absolutely.
good stuff. So that's all my contact information, and I'm